Hey everybody, welcome back to JOJ. It is March the 19th, and I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way early. You want me to sing happy birthday
Please
to you?
don't. Please don't. It's not my birthday today.
Not today.
Not today.
But tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's the first day of spring. Mm-hmm. And yes, I'm another year closer to 40. Not 40 yet.
No, not yet.
It's all right.
That's all right. But yes, happy birthday to Jennie tomorrow. So if you watch this, you can give her an early birthday shout out, or just wait till tomorrow and do that. But either way.
What'd you get me?
I don't know yet. You'll find out tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you today.
Good cover.
Yep.
Good cover. Every time.
Yep. It works out pretty
The
good.
fear in his eyes of,
Hey, at least we're recording this not on March the 19th.
This is true.
So I got a
He's actually
minute.
got some time
I got a minute.
to talk to Parker and get a plan.
Yeah, I'll figure this out. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. Marching around Jericho is today's title.
Yeah.
Okay. The Bible verse is Joshua 6:3. You shall march around the city, all you men of war. You shall go around the city once. This you shall do 6 days. God told Moses to part the Red Sea. God told Gideon to defeat a large army with only 300 soldiers. Jesus told Peter to walk on the water. Jesus told his disciples to feed thousands of people with some bread and fish. Jesus told a blind man to go wash the mud off his eyes to regain his sight. Jesus told a paralyzed man to stand up and walk home. God has issued some impossible-sounding directions to people, but perhaps none as impossible as those issued to Joshua. March around Jericho with the Ark of the Covenant once a day for 6 days. On the seventh day, march around Jericho 7 times. Blow the trumpets and shout, and the walls will come tumbling down. Marching around the city must have sounded like madness to Joshua, but there is no indication he hesitated. He did exactly as God directed, and God's words were fulfilled. On the seventh day, the walls fell down and Jericho was captured. God may ask you to do something impossible sounding. Forgive an enemy, give generously to an ungrateful person, or serve at an incredibly inconvenient time. Calling him Lord carries the expectation of obedience. Faith is the starting post of obedience. Thomas Chalmers? Is that what you'd say?
Chalmers?
Chalmers?
Yeah.
Thomas.
Yeah. That's where that quote is from.
Yes.
One thing that jumps out to me just to hit on it first, in Joshua, when they were told to march around the city walls, it says, all you men of war. These were dudes that were ready to go to battle. Like they were ready for a fight. Mm-hmm. They probably wasn't looking to go for a jog.
Maybe.
I'm sure they expected to walk.
Yeah.
But I picture them.
They were expecting to go to war to fight, not just make some circles.
Yeah, I picture these guys with swords, all their armor and helmets and everything else, ready to go into fight. They're just told to walk around the walls. But they listened. Yeah. They obeyed, and as it says, and God's words were fulfilled. That just kind of jumped out to me at first as you were reading that. The men of war, just walking around.
Go take a lap.
Yeah.
But that's, and it asks here at the bottom, like, God asking you to do something impossible sounding. Mm-hmm. I'll put you on the spot. Do you have anything that you can think of that, like, you felt you were pushed, or God was telling you to do or not do, or
in fishing, or just in everything?
In general.
I mean, speaking about my faith, the first few times was like pretty daunting, because I had watched other guys do that and share, and a lot of them have an amazing testimony. I think like a Hank Parker or stuff where they have just an amazing testimony. And listen to these guys, and I'm like, especially the first few times when I spoke, I didn't feel like mine was that great, and so it was. One, just doing that. I mean, it's one thing to get up and give a fishing seminar. Mm-hmm. That's
do
fine.
That all day.
Yeah. I mean, that's no big deal. But when I knew that God was leading me to share my faith, that certainly was a time that I was yeah, I was like, no, don't know if I'm cut out
Yeah.
for this. If I'm gonna, and also kind of the expectation of not messing it up, like to make sure that I didn't push somebody in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I think I always say that. I'm like, I'm famous for not saying the right thing at the right time or just saying something totally off the wall.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. That's why this setting is good.
And then Jake can edit it
Yeah,
out.
then Jake can, no, let's take that out.
Yeah.
But no, because I mean, we've shared before, even us doing JOJ, I mean, I kind of felt it for over a year and was like, nope,
Yeah.
no
Just want to know
thanks.
part of it. Yeah.
nope,
Yeah.
nope.
It was easy to push back, but we knew. I mean,
Yes,
we knew we needed to.
And I think, and especially with like Red Crest and, like Classic, all that stuff coming up. So like we've got shows that we're going to be, around people. And it's always amazing to me that we go to those, and even just out in public or be in places that, Ott is known for fishing. Like, that's what he does. Like, but people come up to us and they don't talk fishing. They come up and they'll talk about something they've seen on JOJ or just, and it's just, it's God saying that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Keep doing it, even though it makes you uncomfortable. And, I'm not very, what's the word?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
I'm not an extrovert
There you go.
at all.
Yep.
Like, that's just not my personality. Never has been.
Yeah.
And so it's just, I'm good being back here.
Yep.
So it's pushing me.
Was it at a volleyball tournament not long ago when somebody came up to just you?
And we were at dinner. We were at dinner. It was me and the girls.
Yeah.
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 The girls were really proud. They were like, "Mom,
They're
Dad,
like, Mom,
somebody."
Dad's not even here. And
Yeah.
they recognized you. And I was like, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was good.
Yeah.
But no, it is, and that's following God's direction and following God's lead in that. Like you said, we both avoided it for a while, but once we knew that it was what we needed to do and we embraced it, God has blessed it because we've seen not just for others. I hope that He has, and we've heard that He has, but it's been great for us. I mean, it truly has been. We have received a huge blessing in our life by getting to do this. And then we have talked to other people that it's made a difference in their life. So that's wonderful to see that God's using.
Yes, and and I was going to say, we even had an email from a lady that normally she wouldn't be outspoken about her faith, and she had posted a thing on Facebook and was outspoken, and she's like, I never would have done that had I not watched you all, sharing. And so, just stuff like that is incredible.
Yeah.
So,
and that's kind of what I had written here in my notes.
I didn't even read his notes.
You didn't. When we follow, because she doesn't listen to anything I say. When we follow God's will, He will use. That would
be boring if I listened to everything you said.
No, it wouldn't.
It would be so boring.
It would be. He did like what Joshua did. He did exactly as God directed.
You're not God.
I'm not God, but I am anyway.
Okay.
I'm not God in any way. Don't take that out of context. No. My note here is when we follow God's will, He will use us for great things. I hope I'm more like Joshua and less like Jonah. We were like Jonah.
Yeah.
In the start of JOJ for sure.
We were swimming in the whale.
Yeah. We didn't have to get eaten by a fish, but I certainly want to be like that more. To be less, to do exactly as God directed without hesitation. And when God calls us, don't hesitate. Do it right then. Do it right now. Don't have to have a fish eat you. Go through that and spit you back out where you're supposed to be going anyway. I guess that was like a Uber by way of whale. Yeah. It was kind of what that was for Jonah. But,
you're precious.
But I think that wraps it up for this week.
Hope that encouraged you.
Yeah. Take an Uber whale ride next time you get the chance.
Next week, we're going to be live, so that should be real fun.
Should be.
Because we'll actually both be home together, or we'll be somewhere. Not really sure where we'll be, but we're going to do it live.
Yeah.
So that way we haven't done one in a while, so I hope you can join us, and if time changes or anything, we'll post that before that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
See y'all next week live.